Recently in court with Nikisha Irvin Knox. She was telling me to take things down off my social media, uh, violating my freedom of speech. And that was not going to happen. Under the guidelines of harassment, first, I wasn't contacting her. She was trolling my social media, and I am documenting events that have occurred in my life, and that's my right. She's associated with it, and me exposing the truth, that's all I'm going for. And the situation with my lawyer, she rudely interrupted me when I was trying to make a statement, not understanding that I am my lawyer's employer. He is representing me, whereas I am the supervisor. And if I want to say something in court, I override any objections that he has, and that was not afforded to me. And like I said, as far as levying an 18-month restraining order, whereas the mother was saying that I was harassing her, you never reviewed any of the records. You never asked, was he contacted and told not to contact you? That never occurred. And I was not harassing her. Whenever I went to her job, I asked for her to come to counseling with me in an effort to mediate the situation and resolve it like adults. Conflict resolution, which you are not propagating, definitely, in your actions to make me go under supervised visitation and have a psychological evaluation when there's no situation that would call for that, to where my kids would be subjected to a supervised visitation at Harmony House with me. That was the same situation with Judge Jupiter. She put that I was supposed to go to supervised visitation after she determined there was no threat of domestic violence present. There was no violence that ever occurred on my behalf, with the defendant, with the mother stating that she went before a judge and admitted to filing a false report. That never came into play. This is an admitted liar, and she just, like I said, lying after lie after lie after lie. And everything I explained to you was videotaped. Whenever I called and talked to my son, after I found out that she had blocked my number from calling him and contacting him, I called him on a friend's phone, and I'm like, what's going on? And he is 18. He has the right to talk to me whenever. And as a mother, she is not helping my son to have a relationship with me. She's basically obstructing it in all forms and fashion by not understanding that that is his right. And as far as my daughter, meeting her at school, why would a parent obstruct a child having a relationship with their father? This was never addressed and unacceptable. Like I said, it's just deplorable. The manners in New Orleans with educated people, that's just crazy, and something needs to be done. And I will publicize the truth. I will get it out eventually, because, as far as my kids, hey, I'm going to fight for them. I'm going to be very persistent, no matter what. You cannot withhold me legally from my children without proper unfit ruling, and this is what you're doing. You're denying me access, or you're controlling the access that I have to my children unlawfully, when you yourself are not abiding by the Judicial Code of Conduct, which I started stating and I read in open court, to which you were not upholding your oath. And that's just ridiculous for both of you women, and not even protecting a younger female in your society with having a CPS case against this man that now is allowed to be in the presence of another man's child, yet denying the father his access or his rights. That's just crazy. That's just crazy, man.